I'm also going to go ahead and tweet out what I'm doing here, just so that people can have a live link to it. Hey, starting 12-hour stream with some new Mario Kart maps. Twitch.tv /Dominigoku. Tweet that. And then, like, nobody follows the show Twitter, and nobody pays attention to my personal page, but I'm still gonna retweet myself here. Copy the tweet, put it on a Discord channel that I'm allowed to post on. And we'll throw it up on Facebook as well. Alright, so now, if you don't recognize me, that's normal. I'm Jonny. This is my friend Beau.
Hey.
Normally he's the one I'm talking to in chat, so now he's here. Now we won't have any viewers.
Yeah.
So, okay, you want to just start at the top here?
That's fine with me.
This is just, oh shit, this is, I have it single player. I needed to make sure that the maps were actually there before we did anything.
Fair.
I was just going to do 100cc because I've never played these maps, other than the ones that are like old maps that they've brought back. I'm sure I played some of them.
Mario Kart 8 was really the first one that I genuinely played, so I don't know any of the maps.
I played a lot of 2.
Okay.
Not 2. Why am I saying 2?
I was like 2.
I played a lot of Wii, and I played some Super Nintendo. You probably have all the fixins turned on because I normally play with my nephew Victor, which if you're watching, Victor, hello. And he has the auto acceleration and the
that fixins
stuff turned on. Okay. Well, it must not. Okay.
Yeah, it was just the auto. It was just the preventing you from going off. Let's go with just new ones that I've never seen before. Never seen that. I've seen this one, but I'll just go with the paraglider.
I always play this. This is the card I'm used to.
Did you know that with speedrunning for Mario Kart, Waluigi is technically the fastest character in the game for Mario Kart 8? That is not a joke. That like top speedrunners use Waluigi unironically.
I do like a good Waluigi. I play Wario a lot in not in this in Mario Party. He's got 4 6s on his dice.
I play Mario Party, the not the Super Mario Party, but the new one, the older one. Oh, yeah, I was a little off there.
Oh no! I turned way too much.
I almost didn't turn enough. Oof. Have fun with that, Johnny.
It's alright, I got stuck in a wall anyway.
avoided all those.
I avoided all what?
The fireballs.
I didn't even notice that.
I'm literally right behind you. Oh wow, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, the map has changed.
Someone has it out from one of those blue shells.
Okay, I'm going like opposite direction of some of the people on the other left. I like it. This map's fun.
Yeah, this map is a lot of fun.
Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. I looked at the chat.
I didn't know there was a chat there.
No, there's not.
Ah! I could have overtook you if it wasn't for that ball bomb.
Well, it's a good thing I threw it back at you. I knew you were right behind me.
Because you got hit by a red shell.
Yeah, and you said you were right behind me, so it's a good time to throw this bomb, I guess. That I just got. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm a champion at Mario Kart.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Uh,
I get the feeling your
Babalu's had a
nephew beat you.
tournament, and I won.
I get the feeling.
There's only 4 people in that tournament.
I get the feeling your nephew beats you all the time.
No, oh God, no. You can. There's his. It's on YouTube. You can watch me trounce him. I always tell him, I'm always gonna be bigger and stronger and better at Mario Kart.
Yes, dash their dreams early.
Look, I don't know what to tell him. Also, the fact that, like, his mom is just as tall as me, my sister, and his dad is taller than me. He will eventually be bigger and stronger than me, but I can't let him know that now. I gotta hold on to this.
Unless he's
as long as
watching,
possible.
in which case he does know that now.
He's not paying attention. Why did I do this? I don't have a mushroom.
I did the same thing earlier.
Second place. Third place.
I got Waluigi, it's fine. You're in second now.
I saw that.
That's cool for me.
Okay. Tied so far.
Yeah.
Giving you the first place, though.
You gave it to me?
No, it gave it to you.
I know, yeah. It's because I'm better. I like how we were just talking about Waluigi, and Waluigi's the third place AI. Second place AI. Fourth place.
also normally play 50cc.
Oh,
no.
50?
Yeah.
Okay. I normally play 150 normal, just regularly.
So I always start at 100. I don't like how slow 50 is. I normally start at 100. And then 150cc is like, okay, now I know the maps a little bit better. I can, you know, I can challenge myself to 150 and stand a chance there. My goal is always to get a perfect, you know, 4 first place set.
Yeah, well, that's already been destroyed.
No, I mean, when I'm playing this chasm, I do not have enough speed in that chasm.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Did you fall down after
Yeah.
hitting me with all those fireballs? Yeah, that big chasm, I have not made that jump once. Oh, blue shell. It's possible on certain maps
Yeah?
to just keep continuously outrunning that blue shell if you're playing in 200cc.
Oh, God.
So like Achievement Hunter released a video where there's like they call it a series called Challenge Accepted, and people submit weird challenges.
Yeah.
And one of them was on Toad's Turnpike, just to get that blue shell to follow you for a full lap without it hitting you. Man, I saved you. Threw that right at the wall. Good race, bro.
Yeah. I cannot hit any of those jumps to get like the speed boost jump.
I mean, I always do the shake the controller to get the jump.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I always just press the jump button.
Nope. I never do that. It's like the one motion control I'm happy for. So I basically, the only Mario Kart I was ever good at before this one came out on Switch was Wii. So
Okay, that's fair.
it's like
So the motion control heavy one.
Yes. And then I played this on Wii U. I never had a Wii U, but one of my college friends had a Wii U. I played it on Wii U once or twice, and I didn't get the hang of it. But then on Switch, I played a lot of this. This map I know, because I played it on Wii so many times. Kind of myth that they give you the arrows telling you which one is the good one, instead of just being able to recognize the which way it's going.
Yeah. The Mario Kart I played the most whenever I was younger was DS.
So I played the Game Boy one some too, but I think most of what I played was on emulator. I'm not good at the Super Nintendo one. I finally got like a little bit okay at it, and I played it some. Like, I still wasn't consistently first. I was just... Yeah, I wasn't even consistently 4th place. Like, I was good enough that I didn't get DQ'd before the final race.
Get out of here, Shy Guy. Ah, this one was bad for me.
Need to make up the points somehow.
I am getting destroyed by the red shells. Why does Shy Guy always have a red shell?
Dang it. I'm still gonna get second. Which means we're gonna be tied.
We are gonna be tied.
Okay. 54 and 54. But I got first last, so tie goes to the challenger.
Well, it's your house. Am I the challenger?
Meaning that I dethroned your first place.
Okay.
You were in first before this race.
Let's leave it up to Mario Kart Television. See which one they
Good
it's
old,
first.
the only news I trust, Mario Kart Television.
MKTV has never lied to me before.
And this is what the rest of the race looks like for you guys.
Oh, I guess we both just
Yeah,
win.
whatever. The game doesn't care. There's no podium.
Yeah.
It's just a trophy. It's like, yeah, you guys can share it.
I wish it was like the original Mario Kart, wherever like they were on a podium and Bowser gets really, really drunk.
Bowser gets drunk? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so like you don't see it inside like the American releases, but like the Japanese releases of the original Mario Kart have Bowser just drinking heavily a bottle of champagne. He like downs the whole thing. He gets really, really sloshed.
Good old Bowser. Can't take him anywhere.
Yeah.
Ah, Japan. I was gonna go here, but the country's not gonna be open, so I got refunded instead.
Oof. Were you gonna go during the Japanese cherry blossom?
I was gonna go the last 2 weeks of April because that's when I always ask off of work.
Okay.
Because I save up my paid time off so I can take vacation right before I lose it all.
This seems like a familiar place. One of us in first, one of us in second.
It's like I've been here before. I guess I don't need them at this point. I'm used to needing the coins because they don't give me any when I start the race. What?
What happened?
What are these swamps doing here in Japan? Are they the ones causing the earthquakes? Too soon.
Too soon.
Though I guess they're from Japan, so... Lightning!
I didn't know we were in cars. Ow. My green shell came back and smacked me in the face.
That's just a big turn. Purple drift on there.
Ah.
Yeah, I had 2 bananas. You weren't getting me with a red shell. That much was for sure.
I was trying to get close to you because I also had a music box.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Which destroys,
I know what a
counteracts
music box
everything.
is.
Best item in the game.
Does not counteract lightning. I don't think, unless you're really lucky and you timed it off right before the lightning.
You can do that to blue shells.
I know you can do it to blue shells. But like lightning, it's so quick you don't see it coming beforehand. I'm wondering if you activate it and then somebody activates lightning, what happens? But I have a feeling the lightning.
Do you want to drop to last and we can find out?
I'm not falling for that.
Is this Luigi Circuit?
I have no idea. There's Sunday drivers on the course, so.
Isn't that usual for a Mario Kart, though? They've had us drive against traffic before. I smack myself with more green shells than I ever mean to.
See, I don't. When I play the AI, I'm normally in first. So every shell I get is just a shield.
Yeah, no. But multiplayer, it makes it so much more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That cursed sound of the music being warped because you're tiny.
No, I don't have any items. Means you're just gonna throw it at me again. Oh.
No, someone passed me.
You weren't in the second. Ooh, good mushrooms. There should be some left over for you too. It's 4.
I love mushrooms.
Son of a squid.
Ah, you won. I can't catch up fast enough because you keep getting you keep getting bananas.
Banners. Told you I was good at this game. I'm a champ. I'll go get my trophy to prove it.
Are you actually going to get the trophy?
In a matter of speaking.
In a matter of speaking, that is yes.
This was my first place prize. Throws his cap, and he's got a little target. It was a McDonald's toy. It was the prize.
Hey, it looks like a McDonald's toy.
Because it is. Doesn't mean it wasn't first place prize. I trounced that tournament. Worm was there. She wasn't in the tournament because she showed up too late. But
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
I think second place was at least like 60 points behind me.
Oof.
There's like only one map where one of the competitors knew it really well. It was in but it's like everyone would face in a Grand Prix against each other. You would And then since there's only 4 of us, we then also just played a Grand Prix with all 4 of us together. So. Let me get it. I don't think I had to hold on to my title, but I don't need to hold on to it. Got the trophy. Ooh. Ooh, you.
Oh, that sucks. You lost it. Oh, you got a banana. You had another one.
Well, I got another one.
They just grant me so many red shells. I see why Shy Guy loves them.
Well, you know how they generate items in this game, right?
Random number generation based on what position you're in?
It's not what position you're in. It's how far you are from first place.
Oh.
So if first place is high enough above you, you can get a like a bullet bill in second place.
Oh. Okay. That was just a straight shot there.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I had that spinning banana, so I thought I've got to throw it behind me to try to catch the red. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was close behind though. I was just pelting you with red shells. Well, it looks like you're probably you get really destroyed this next game by the AI. So.
Which hopefully won't happen, because you're there to take the brunt of their damage. Second place in Mario Kart always gets the wrong end.
Oh yeah, always gets the short end mistake. Have you ever heard of the Great Delmoody?
No, I have no idea what the heck you're talking
about. It is a card game, and it reminds me of Mario Kart. In one way and one way only. The Great Delmoody is a card game where the moment that you're in like first place, you almost guarantee to stay in first place. Because it makes it really, really hard to overcome stuff. Hey, thank you for taking the brunt of that damage for me.
Yeah. Shy Guys ninjas? How have I not known this before?
I don't know. Don't you love ninjas? Come on. You must join the way of the Shy Guy.
I'm like in third right now. I got way too high. Like I thought I could get on that roof, and then I just hit a wall a bunch of times.
I didn't even try.
Crap. That's not something I can hold on to. You're not even in front of me.
Oh god. They are ninjas. I didn't notice them because I was going so far ahead.
There's a blue shell coming. Thanks, bud.
Missed. Fell.
Oh, whoops, I felt it. it's pet food. It's not none. It's like
Basically none. Oh, I'm not winning. I fell off at the very last of it.
yeah, and I had a banana for your red shell there too.
Well, I was hoping that it would slow you down the slightest. Like you can hit someone with a red shell. There's a banana behind them by just hitting them at an awkward angle.
Yeah, it's true.
So I was hoping that's what was going to happen as you turn the corner, but no.
Yeah,
No.
I do turn a lot. That's why, like, I know how to take the turns in the car that I have, so I always play the same car because I've got the timing down for the turns.
Okay.
I was playing a team match with my nephew once. He made me use a different vehicle, and I was like not winning. And he's like, "Okay, this time play your normal car." I'm like, "All right, we will play." Look at that.
I like how they're picturing me next to the first place in all of those.
Look, it's boring up top. The highlights are going to be in the slums. Okay, let's see. Do you want to up it to 150cc?
I'm fine with 150. Makes your mistakes a lot more dire then.
It's true.
I almost exclusively play Purple Inkling Boy. I don't know why. I just do.
Do we need to unlock these?
These don't release.
Dang, okay. They've only given us these two then.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense because
I knew they were like
release them in like
splitting
8
stuff up,
waves. And like 6, I guess 6 waves, but
I was hoping that meant that we'd
6.
have
6
we'd have
more.
so many maps.
They did say that they were going to be releasing like 48 maps, I think is what they said.
Yeah, if there's 4 here, then that would be 48. So
yeah.
there's just 12 of these. Oh, well, we've played all the new maps. So do you want to play my favorite map?
Okay, which one?
Neo Bowser City. Just because it reminds me of...
F-Zero?
Well, F-Zero is part of it, but I've never played F-Zero. It reminds me a lot of Akira.
Oh, it does. That's
Or
right.
like Blade Runner. Or Tokyo 3, which is what they call Tokyo in Japanese Evangelion. So I just love this aesthetic. This is the new Magic the Gathering set too. This is Kamigawa.
Yeah, it's basically Kamigawa. I am not at all familiar with this map.
I played it so many times, but one of the turns I still always mess up. And it's coming up here. 'Cause I just fall off the edge just like I just did there. So got all the other curves down, but it's like I need to intentionally slow down. That's why I don't like playing like 200cc because I don't like braking.
I don't like breaking either. So there's a weird thing with oh, you do that too? You lean into your turns physically, hoping that it makes your video game character lean further.
I think it's just a gut reaction. I don't notice that I'm doing something like that. But I'm definitely doing something to the joy. Like I'm getting a different angle at the Joy-Con.
So did you know that for optimal speed run, you want to hit like 45 to 65 degrees? I'm in almost last place. 45 to 65 degrees on the left stick whenever you turn. Because that is optimal charging, but not too tight of a turn.
Yeah, see, there's definitely, because you're slower on turns, the tighter the turn.
No, I mean whenever you try to boost.
Yeah, like you need to charge your boost, but you also, you are slower when you're full token. I beat me at the last second there. Didn't even realize you passed me.
At 8th.
That's my favorite map.
Fair enough. I don't really have a favorite for mine. But, like, I have played the first map of the first one so many times whenever I was trying to get into speedrunning that it just... Oh, God.
It's like, alright, I know what to do here.
Yeah.
This one was from the Game Boy game? Game Boy Advance
Yes.
game?
It looks like it belongs in a Game Boy game.
I play this one a lot too. It's the toy aspect of it.
Well, if you started Neon Bowser City...
We normally don't do Grand Prix though. We normally just... I pick a map, he picks a map, sort of thing. Ah. It's a hot right now.
Aw, Toad! He slipped right in between all the bananas.
I love getting those turns where it's actually like 3 turns, but you're still drifting in all of them.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling. It's not good as the fact that I completely missed that.
I didn't finish far behind you, and there were still 3 people in between us.
Yeah, I saw that. They were right up on me.
Yeah. That was a pretty close game.
Does that say Undead Motors? Oh, I had a real clutch moment on this one once. I drifted right in between 2 trains. It was a once in a lifetime, like, just barely missed it.
Did I just launch a banana up top?
I have no idea. I'm not screaming at this moment.
Oh, I was drifting the wrong way. I'm doing so bad. I don't know how I did so well in the first match.
So then we get second in this race. Oh my, that was bad luck.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, take your time.
Turned up against the wall. Ouch.
You did it!
Yeah, barely. I should have just started going backwards just to...
I need to do real well in this last one, or else Larry's gonna pass me.
Come on, Larry. The people's champ. The people's champ.
So what does that say? Looks like
Undead motors.
It looked like dead motors. And did I tell you I had Squeeze show up in a session I ran recently?
Yeah, you said that. Have I told you about Monster Chef, the D&D Master Chef that I ran the other week?
No.
So I built Gordon Ramsay in
Okay.
D&D. I made him a lizard folk. Who's got like exquisite taste. And I ran my players as though they had to make like exotic meals with monster parts.
Alright, Beau. I'm putting a hit out on there.
Why?
I'm putting a hit out. You gotta take him out.
No. Can't hurt the people's champ.
Oh, did you ever get any? We were talking about Kamigawa earlier. Did you ever get any of the art cards from Kamigawa?
No, I haven't bought a single pack of Kamigawa. So I specifically want set boosters. I can't find set boosters anywhere.
Well, I like draft boosters, but that's because I want the commons and uncommons. I want to go decks completely for myself.
Yeah. Oh, I built a new commander deck the other day that was Revenge of the Dorks.
Alright.
And it turns all my mana. It turns my mana dorks into 7/7 beaters.
Okay.
Because there's a commander card from one of the precons called Storval, the Frost Giant Jarl, and he can turn target creature into a 7/7 whenever he attacks, and target creature into a 1/1 whenever he attacks. He can do both, or he can do one at a time.
Okay, I did not get first, and Larry did, but... Sorry, we'll come back to the mana dorks. But that only gives him 3 points on me, so I still win.
Okay.
Barely. It's been a while since I played 150.
Fair.
Okay, so... your giant guy turns mana dorks into 7/7s?
Yeah, and so I've been, like... I had 3... He also gives every single creature I have Ward 3.
Okay.
So... And he himself has Ward 3. So, needless to say, he's annoying.
Yeah.
Costs 7 mana to get out. A white, like 4 white, blue, green. But he's so much fun to play. Just Revenge of the Dorks.
Forgot that the 1/1 mana producers are called dorks.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Do you play more Mario Kart knowing there's not any more new maps? That's the question.
You have 3 viewers.
Okay. I don't know any of those people.
I don't know either.
None of them have chatted, so...
No. I had it open for a little while, too.
Okay. I mean, I've got the chat up here, so.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's there's like 2 tabs: stream information and chat. So, and in the older version, you can see the stream information and the chat in the same thing. So, this is how I monitor chat.
Oh, I didn't know that. So I'll have to look into that for my OBS.
Let's play 150cc and some of the new maps.
God.
Purple Inkling a small character or a medium?
Purple Inkling? Oh, I'm pretty sure he's small.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch up my cart.
I want to play you. Let me play you.
Oh, Turnip Cup, I will dominate you one of these days.
Give me that turnip. Turn up for Turnip Cup.
Turn up for what?
Turnip. Too bad it goes.
Oh, I thought it was the other way.
Oop, hit a wall. Oh, I thought it was the other way.
I don't know why, but I can always just snipe those green shells out of nowhere, but I can't snipe anything else.
I do not know. This ink is really hurting me right now.
I
also
do not
just
know
ran
where
into a
I am.
banana. I'm like, do I keep turning or am I on a straightaway? Nope, I don't keep turning.
Stupid blue, stupid green shell. Oh, no, no. Back up, back up.
Do I stop turning? Okay.
I was face first into a bar and could not move. Ah, the lonely, lonely place of 10.
It's not lonely. You got 2 people behind you.
9. 10. Get out of here, Koopa Troopa.
You don't want no part of this, Koopa Troopa. Get out of here. The end? Can't tell. When did I get past? When did that happen? The ink.
Get over here. Sorry, I had to take out Morton. No, that was Ludwig. Sorry. Ludwig von Koopa.
How come they don't have giant toad balloons in the regular NASCAR races?
Probably because a lot of them would be like, who the hell is that?
Oh, Mushroom Boy.
Yeah, Mushroom Boy. I wasn't expecting the mushrooms to kick in so fast.
Toad is your sleep paralysis demon.
She's not yours?
I think I've had sleep paralysis. Where, like, I'm conscious, but I can't move anything. and like I could hear myself snoring. But I never had like sleep paralysis demon. One time we were, this is in high school, I want to say it was in senior year high school English. There was a, I don't know, we just had like a free read and or work on our blogs time or something. And I just straight up told my teacher, I'm going to take a nap. And then I like laid down on the ground and fell asleep on top of Ben Shabbat. And that's one of the times that I've had sleep paralysis.
I don't think that was sleep paralysis. I think that was just Ben stabbing you.
No, again, I didn't have... Like, I intentionally felt... Like, I did not intend to fall asleep.
But you still did.
I fell asleep. Like, I'm going to take a nap now. Just, like, joking around. And then I fell asleep. And I could not move, and I could hear myself snoring. Because we'd like to just make our teacher feel uncomfortable. It's like, at one point, I told her that me and another friend of mine, we were both going to be gone for a scholarship interview. So I'm like, yep, we're eloping. We're both leaving school this Friday. So I wrote it. Again, we had to write like a blog every week or something. So I wrote that we were eloping. You also had to comment on people's blogs so people would read yours.
Oh, yeah?
And it's just the middle of class. He's like, Johnny, what does loping mean? Just the other guy that I said I was eloping with. It's eloping. We're going to go get married. And we're like, we had to explain to the teacher. It's like, this is purely a marriage of convenience. Because you don't have to love each other to get married.
No.
And we're just doing it for the tax breaks. Neither of us are gay. You don't have to live together to be married either. So we're just going to be married, live separately, and cheat on each other. That was our plan. This is not illegal to cheat on your spouse either.
Who were you doing this with?
You don't know. With somebody else. I haven't seen since high school. So I really don't want to say his name.
Fair enough.
Because he might be married now. Yeah, I would just do stuff like that. And also sometimes just like walk at right angles.
Wait.
Like I was marching in like the military or something. So like I would walk straight, do an exact 20 or 90 degree turn, then continue walking. To the point where at parent-teacher conference, one of my teachers was like, well, Johnny's doing great, but sometimes you just march around the room. But that teacher was such a pushover. I had another class. This teacher was actually, this other teacher I talked about was a guidance counselor, but they taught psychology as well. But it was a joke class. So I just go sit by my friends and sit by a assigned seat. And she'd be like, Johnny, go sit in your seat. And I'm like, okay. The first day it happened, I'm like, okay, I've got a plan for tomorrow. So I brought my seat over there to sit by my friend. He's like, Johnny, go sit in your seat. I'm like, I am sitting in this seat. It's like I just kept trying to find like loopholes like that. We had like assigned groups to like work on like packets for learning stuff in the class as well. That lasted the first time. Then we just sat with our assigned group, but not our assigned group, but our friends from the class, because everybody was like asking the other groups for help with the packets anyway, and the teacher was not paying attention. She didn't know who the groups were. I'm not gonna hang out with these people that I don't like.
I barely hang out with the people I do like.
One of my teachers, who's like, I feel like I was genuinely friends with some of my teachers. But one of them, she's also the scholarly coach.
You went to the same high school as I did, right?
No, I went to T-Town.
Oh, okay. Then no, I was like, I might know who you're talking about, because I was in Scholar Bowl too. So I was like,
no, it was. Anyway, I don't know. I've played tricks on her too. I took her chair and put it in place where my desk was, and put my desk where her chair was. Like set like my backpack in front of me so she couldn't see. I didn't have like a desk area. I would sometimes just like turn books on her bookshelf upside down.
So, there was one time whenever I was in high school where I had basically my senior year, I had a teacher that was a family friend of my parents.
Yeah.
Like he's my brother's godfather.
Yeah.
So, I made like. I was talking in class, just trying to mention something. I mentioned something about my brothers and sisters. And one of the classmates was like, well, how many brothers and sisters do you have? And I was like, oh, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. He turns around in the middle of class from writing on the board. He's like, that he knows of. And everyone in the class was like, oh, that's mean. So I decided to run with it. So I slammed my hand on the table on my desk. Oh, sorry, I was still busy talking. I ran into a wall. I slammed my hands onto my desk and then proceeded to walk out of the room. And like, all I heard was a commotion of, oh my God, did you really do that? And like, he walks outside to find me almost on the floor rolling, and he's like, okay, you really need to come back and explain this to the class before I get in trouble.
One of my math teachers, she's like my math teacher every year, but freshman year, so she always taught the advanced math classes, so she was always my teacher. She's actually my mom's cousin. So I had a lot of leeway there too. It was also all the smart kids, so we knew like exactly what we were doing. So there's a lot of like free time in there. Because we're like, all right, well, we don't have to take exams because we're all ace in the class basically. She let us play the game of life in class because the last 2 days of the year are always study for final exam. So when you don't need to take the final exam, you get free time basically. Well, there's enough of us not taking the final exam in my calc class and then in my chemistry class right after that. We just played the game of life in both classes. But no, there was one time that the only one I really remember that I was messing her with is we were talking about like our ranking in the class, and I got 7th ranking. I felt like I was smarter than everybody above me, but I didn't study as much. And some of those people, the person who got first is like, okay, she's genuinely probably smarter than me. Probably. But, anyway, we were talking about that, and I said, well, my mom was valedictorian. She went to St. Anthony, so it doesn't really count. And then the teacher goes, no, hold on, Johnny. I went to St. Anthony, so watch what you're saying. I'm like, exactly. And she was really smart too, but it's just, it's like I couldn't resist. I got away with too much stuff in high school.
One of the
teachers liked me too much.
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of how it was for me too. Is I got away with a ton of stuff. I was hit by a car after school, first day of sophomore year. So I remember going into school the next day, and at this point I had already made myself as a good student last year and the year before. So teachers knew me, and I walked into one of the classes where this teacher would literally throw a tennis ball at the students who were asleep and laid my head down, and he threw the tennis ball at me, and he first was like, Beau, you need to put your head up. You can't sleep in class,
Yes, he'd give you a shot.
He'd give you a shot. Well, everyone in the class stood up for me and was like, he just got hit by a car yesterday, so I got to sleep in that class that day.
I got special permission to take German 3 there was only one German 3 class offered, and it wasn't even offered the year prior. But there's only one. Okay, it's got to be third hour. But I'm like, the third hour, I'm taking an extra English class because one of my favorite teachers, who I play Magic with sometimes and lets us hang out in his room, is teaching a sci-fi fantasy class, which is basically the they're not smart enough to, people that aren't smart enough to take the dual credit English class.
Yeah.
Take his classes.
Was he teaching Klingon?
No, but like we read the Hobbit and Ender's Game, as part of the class. Anyway, I got enough extra credit in that I was, above 100%. Anyway, it's like I really want to take this class, which is also only offered at this time. So I got special permission to do my German 3 class as a private study. Basically, I'd show up sometime that he had another class. He'd say, we're going to cover this, this, and this today in the class. So I would go in. I'd go to like a little copy room they had next to this room, do the class, and then, kind of report back the next day. Like, okay, well, this is what I learned. Because I didn't want to interrupt his normal class because he had a normal German class.
Yeah.
This is what I've learned. And he'd be like, okay, well, we didn't get much done in the other class, so we're going to do this page and this page today. Well, we've already done those pages. So he's like, okay. Then I guess you just have a free day. So I would go to the little copy room and I would read. One time, a PE teacher came in, and the way I was sitting on the desk, I was...
No, don't go this way.
I was kind of like leaning down, reading my book like this. So like, he came in, it's like, sleeping Johnny? I'm like, no, I'm legitimately not sleeping. It's like, I won't tell anybody. No, but really I'm just like reading like this, where I'm laying my arms on the table. That was one semester of that class. The other semester, I did it when he had a study hall, which is like the last class he had that day. So it would be like,
how did I miss? I was right at they put me right at the end.
It was like, it's the last class he had that day. So very similar, like, okay, well, we did this. And then since it was a study hall, I could actually just like go through it with him that time.
Yeah.
So we'd be done in like 5 minutes. Because when it's just me and him, like, the other class, they were like so notorious for just like getting him off topic or doing some BS. He was also like so close to retiring, and they don't offer German anymore because he retired. But I had a friend who was still a really close friend of mine, who also had study hall at that time, and that English teacher I mentioned before. He only taught in the mornings. In the afternoon, he was like IT personnel.
Yeah.
So he would let us come into his classroom anytime we wanted. Because he also was the host of the Internet Society Club, which really we like made. What's that game called? Unreal Tournament. We made Unreal Tournament maps and played Unreal Tournament. And occasionally would also like stream the boys basketball games or something. But he would just give us permission to come into his classroom. So we would just go into his classroom and play Magic. every 8th hour, last hour of the day. Sometimes we'd play the games, but he was the first like infinite combo Magic set that Magic play that I've seen before.
Oh God.
Like he kept sacrificing a zero-cost artifact to pump somebody up, and then had a thing where the artifact returned to his hand when it went to a graveyard, so he could keep playing it, keep sacrificing it. And he's like, I do that 26 more times, and swing. If it wasn't for that teacher, I probably would not have been as into Magic. Because that's what got like my friends into it, was being able to play at school sophomore year. Because otherwise I played it a little bit with my brother years and years ago. And I played a little bit with, when I worked at Boy Scout camp my first year, a lot of people played that. And then I got really into it and was talking to a friend who decided to do it. Consistently played, even though none of us had like cars or driver's licenses. And then eventually some of us got them.
Only some got driver's license.
One of my friends waited till he was like 18 to get a driver's license.
Oh, there's something wrong with that. I was 21 when I first got my driver's license.
Yeah. So it's just like, and I meant like some because one of my friends was he's from the Netherlands. He was not like a foreign exchange student. He lives here, but like he moved here when he was like 11 or something. So he like skipped a grade. Mario Karted at the end here. I wasted that speaker too. I wasn't close enough to him.
Were you trying to get me?
No, just anybody in front of me trying to catch up.
I did that to you. I did that wherever I was like an inch behind you, and it's like, no, I can't hit you.
I'm distracted because I'm telling stories.
I had a story in school once where, we had a substitute teacher at the time, which, substitute teachers, they're probably the most fun you can have in school if you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, this teacher kind of turned it back on some people. Like, I wasn't trying to be that, but like, I still somehow got his wrath. Because what ended up happening was, first thing he said in the class was, I want you guys to write your name in this book. And it was like a signing sheet for the teacher, so the teacher knew who didn't skip class. And, well, it got over to me, so I signed my name, Beau, as I normally do. It's just, that's how I normally sign my paperwork, it's like my school sheets, stuff like that. So why would that matter differently here? And he gets over, pulls the thing aside, looks to it, slams it on the table, and is, who wrote beans? It's like to the entire class, and everyone was just like, what? So like, I had to gently raise my hand and said, that says Beau S. He like, looked to me, looked down, looked to me, looked down, looked to me. You gotta write your full last name. And handed me the sheet.
My dad, like sometimes in grade school you have to like go get your like test signed or whatever by your parents.
Yeah.
And I learned very quickly to ask my mom to do such things. But, so my dad had this thing where he'd just sometimes, like call us Pedro Barbone Jr. Just for whatever reason.
Call us what?
He'd call us Pedro Barbone Jr. He's a baseball player.
Oh.
And so one time he signed like a test I needed to have signed as Pedro Barbone Sr. It's like, Dad, you can't do that. There was like senior year, like the religion classes I was taking, we had like a retreat, and they made our parents like write us letters. And my mom wrote a nice letter, and then my dad was like, I've got more pages to my letter. I've learned this trick. You just write really big. Pages. And it's like, God dang it, Dad. It's definitely the source of my sense of humor. So.
Very dad-like.
Yeah. But I wouldn't call it typical dad humor. I would just call it like, just weird. Like, he wouldn't tell like what you would consider like dad jokes. He would just say stuff like, "All right, let us grow," instead of "let's go." It's like, "Let's grow."
Is that a shortcut on this map?
I don't know. You've played this map as often as I have.
I know. I realized something that I saw someone go up somewhere, and I was like, why? Oh, this is apparently a shortcut. But apparently I failed it. No, I had throughout my senior year. So in my senior year, we had this class. It was like American history or something like that. And we were talking about the Civil War, and one of the assignments was that certain people had to make like Union and Confederate snacks. Is the best way I can describe it.
You say stats?
Snacks.
Snacks.
So there was one snack referred to as a Jonny cake.
I've heard of that. I do not remember what they are.
They are basically like grainy, disgusting snacks.
It's like hardtack stuff, or
It's like if you like break down like wheat and flour and then like bake it and then like it's really disgusting. Well, what ended up happening was I tricked my PE teacher into eating them. There are so many extra areas on this map.
yeah, I keep like staying the course, but like I know there's so many places where I can just like get up higher and try to see what that place is all about.
But the Jonny cake, I gave it to him, and he was like, okay. He ate it, like, gave me a death glare, and then spit it out. He's like, I'm gonna get you for this. And he tried the entire year to prank me. Like, he got other students involved to try to prank me. And it wasn't until the literal last day of school that he got me. And it wasn't as simple as like some of his tries were like he took a quarter and put lead on the end of it and then tried to get me to roll it down my nose. Sort of stuff. You know, smarter things. No, how he ended up getting me was like we were looking for him because me and a couple friends wanted to go play Frisbee. And so he literally just hid behind a trash can and popped out when my friends walked past. Because, like, he apparently did this, like, shh, don't tell him I'm here. Because everyone knew that that Fleener was trying to get me. And, like, he jumps out and scares me, and I was like, okay, well, are you done? Can you stop now? Can we go play Frisbee?
Is this over with? Can I go now? That same teacher that would play Magic with us, he had one of my friends cut his deck once. Like, it wasn't even the friend that he was playing against, but like he lost that game or got mana screwed or something, and so he like wrote out a referral for that friend. It's like, this is for giving me a bad cut in Magic. My friend framed it, put it on his wall. I had a history teacher that, because I've got so many friends named Ben. At this point, I really only had two, and then like my brother also. But I convinced them that I had different ways of saying Ben, and that I could tell apart. That me and one of my other friends could tell which Ben I was talking about. And I'd be like, well, when I say Ben, I mean Ben Shabbat. When I say Ben, I mean Ben Shabbat. And he was like trying to like test me, my friend, to see if we were full of it. So he'd be like, all right, I'm gonna write down an S or an F, and then you have to say it a certain way, and your friend has to tell me which one he is.
Did he get it right?
He got like 3 of them right, I think, because my friend just did a thing where he was just like, he just flipped them. I would like try to like point one way for one person and one way for another person. He didn't notice me doing that under the desk, not my friend or the teacher. And he also had no way of knowing, what does that mean? What
are you doing with your hands?
But so we did it like 4 or 5 times, and we got like 3 of them right just by lucky guess. It's just. I mean, that's all the Mario Kart. I don't know what else I would do in Mario Kart here.
I don't know either.
So,
what is that game on the very end? Crash Street?
Crash and the Boys Street Challenge. This is an old NES game that if my
Oh.
brother joins me later, we'll be having a rematch in. Because this is one of the first things I streamed, and my brother stopped by, and I dethroned him from the family title. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait a minute, my sister texted me. Okay, Victor just finished a page of schoolwork in time to watch his favorite track. But he's also shit telling you both. Johnny's way faster than Ben. He's a champ. No one can beat him except me. It's not Ben. Victor, Ben's not here. This is my friend Bob.
Hi.
No one can beat him except me. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, and Shab says I may want to turn down the game audio. So I guess I'll do that a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to bring this up because I'm going to switch the game out. I'm going to use this as a starting point for recording as well.